Hi diddly ho there, viewerinos. It is a frabjous day, Kaloo Kalay. You are listening to Chimera Miniatures' official YouTube channel, and I am, as always, your host, Mr. Sean. I wanted to do something special for this, the 20th episode on my channel, so I figured we'd have some fun with a little bit of D&D content. So I noticed in the last video that from the time I started recording to the time I posted, there really wasn't much time left on the sale that I was running on my Etsy page. So to make it up to you guys, I've decided that now through the 15th, which is the day that my vasectomy was rescheduled for, I'm running another sale on my Etsy page. When you buy 2 or more items, you get 20% off. That's 10% off for each of my balls that will no longer be able to sire children. So head on down to my Etsy page, links in the description, and take advantage of the Snip Snip sale. Our first humorous D&D post actually comes from the comment sections of one of my own videos. The first videos on this channel of mine was a series of DM tips and tricks for Dungeons & Dragons, and just recently, this guy who's called Horny for Knowles posted his own version of tips in the comment section of one of my videos.
Here is my D&D DM tips. 1. Knolls. 2. Nibbling. 3. Nobbling. 4. Knoll knots. 5. Novel sexual encounters. 6. More knolls. 7. Knoll breeding stockades.
For those of you who don't know what a gnoll is, it's essentially a demonic anthropomorphic hyena person, and this guy's name is Horny for Knowles, and you might think this guy's just a guy that goes around trolling D&D posts, except that he also commented on one of my other videos, the page that I made about whether or not wanting to have children is narcissistic, and he managed to shoehorn in a reference to gnolls sacking a village, killing the men and the children, and then enslaving the women for sexual breeding purposes. So I think this guy just really wants to fuck or be fucked by a hyena person. People like this guy are one of the reasons I shy away from running games for randos, because I don't want people's weird kinks to come out in the middle of gameplay. Unless I know you and I'm okay with learning something about you I maybe didn't want to know. Interesting world building, memorable NPCs, and compelling quest lines. These were the ingredients chosen for the perfect D&D campaign. But the DM accidentally added an extra ingredient. The DM's barely concealed fetishes. Thus, the magical realms were born! Hey guys, if I can't throw in big titty succubus NPC characters so that my fiancé will get the hint and dress up for me in the bedroom, what is the point of even running a D&D campaign, okay?
Anime titties are temporary. The joy from playing D&D with your friends is also temporary due to scheduling conflicts.
No arguments on that one, anime titties aren't real, but you know what else isn't real? The illusion that people are going to indefinitely be able to show up on time, on schedule for a D&D session. We've had to cancel several sessions, even had a campaign end due to people and their scheduling conflicts, but we try to make it work, but best we can hope for these days in my campaign is once a month.
I'll be your dungeon master.
For D&D, right? For D&D.
Right?
Hey, you have to be very clear what kind of dungeon master you are. When my fiancé and I started dating, and she started telling people that she was dating her dungeon master, she got a lot of weird looks. Though there were a few people who just went, fucking nerds. Welcome back to VH1's Behind the Adventure. This week, the Bard tells his tragic backstory. My 7th album only went gold instead of platinum. I had to buy a medium-sized jacuzzi. Not every adventurer can be lucky enough to have dead parents. You gotta find your own reason for adventuring. Guys, campaign writing is hard. Sometimes you just gotta let the players do the work for you. Come up with the most basic premise you can find, and just let your players fill in the blanks. Just go with the flow, roll with it, let the next session be chaos. Goblins? Why the fuck not? It might turn Goblin Slayer, it might turn Troll 2, who knows where it's gonna go.
Would people want to try playing 2 next week?
The only days I have available in the afternoon is Tuesday.
Even Sunday?
No D&D on Sunday. Sabbath day.
Fine.
What did you expect from the paladin?
No kink shame, no kink same. Respect for all religions in D&D. This paladin takes their roleplay very seriously. D&D, the hardest thing is honestly not the rules, not the roles, but finding a time where everyone can meet. But like life, D&D finds a way.
When you're trying to set the mood with an evil monologue and the party's mage uses prestidigitation to fill the big bad evil guy's pockets with dog poop.
Alright, you fucking cocksuckers. Guys, I'm never one to say that the game is the players versus the DM, but sometimes your players are gonna test your patience. And that's going to be our last one today. Another short episode after having a pretty long one last time. Thank you for being with me for these first 20 episodes of my channel. Hopefully soon we'll have another 20 and I'll do, you know what, how about every 5 episodes I'll do some more D&D memes or just D&D content in general. So look forward to that. There'll be 4 episodes in between, and after that look forward to more D&D content. Please go to my video to cast your vote for voting round 1, which ends on the 15th, same as the sale on my Etsy page. Please help me grow my business. Chimera Miniatures, Mr. Sean, Alpha Great Day, and an even beta tomorrow. Bye-bye!